Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future for the end of April 2023, answering the question, what does the divine want you to know right now? As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the overall energy for your past, present, and future, and then I have the overall theme for the reading already pulled as well. We'll dive into the tarot deck I already have shuffled, as well as the decks I'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. All right, Aquarius, in your recent past. Well, let me just start by saying you guys are going through it right now. And I can definitely feel that. And I feel like your recent past was the culprit because you have leave the past behind with assess the situation. I feel like there's recently, it's almost like something's come to your mind about this, this realization that you're needing to leave something behind. Now, I don't know if it's like you already did and you're needing to leave it behind energetically or like make peace with it or what, but I do feel like with this assess the situation, it's not necessarily like you needed to make any moves. I just feel like it started to come into your awareness, like this feeling that like something needs to get left behind. And it could be friend, family member, um, a job, a path in general. It just kind of depends. Remember, this is a general reading, but in your current energy, you have honor your feelings with breathe through the tension. So you are definitely feeling a lot of things around whatever I was talking about in your past. And I feel like right now, it doesn't necessarily mean like that you're, again, I don't know if there's necessarily any action. I feel like the action's in your future because I don't feel like there's any action that's needed right now. It's almost like you're in this energy. It's like it came into your awareness. Now you're in this energy of kind of making peace with it. And then I feel like the action is in your immediate future, and you'll see there what I mean by that in a second. But I do right now, I feel like there's this need to kind of allow yourself to work through all these feelings that you're having. You don't want to make any decisions when you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed and emotionally kind of because your decision making it'll be skewed, right? When you're coming from a place of emotion, a lot of times you're not coming from a place of clarity. And so I feel like there's this need to kind of work through where you're at right now, and then in your immediate future you have go for it with know your worth. So whatever actions you take need to be coming from a place of knowing what you're deserving of and knowing what is best for you. Oh, and both of these are new moon cards. So definitely some like new beginning stuff here. There's a new moon in Taurus and the new moon in Aries. Let's see, what is this? First quarter and last quarter, and then full moon in first quarter. So I feel like in order for things to change for the better for you here, there's this need to take action that aligns more with your worth, because I don't feel like that's what you've been doing. Now, the overall energy for this reading is amplify your positive emotions with hope and happiness. Now, this is interesting because you're obviously, I don't feel like you're in this energy right now. I feel like you're in kind of like feeling a lot of the kind of negative stuff that comes with whatever this is. But it feels like whatever action you take, if you align it with your worth, will amplify your positive emotions and provide you with hope and happiness. Like, I feel like this is like, because this is the theme of your reading, right? So what that means is this is all leading you to better days. Whatever it is that you're dealing with is leading you to better days, better situations, better experiences, right? Better feeling experiences too. And so I feel like it's like right now, I feel like it just kind of feels a little, I don't know, it's you're definitely emotional about it. But let's start, Aquarius, by looking at your recent past. You have assessed the situation with leave the past behind. So what was Aquarius dealing with in their recent past? Recent past for Aquarius, please. Ooh. Tower. This King of Swords, it feels like your energy, but it's your masculine energy. Whether you're male or female, it's your masculine energy. We all have, divine feminine and masculine energies within us. Um, it feels like something happened that brought about, like some level of truth. Like it opened your eyes. Because I feel like maybe you were wearing like rose-colored glasses, or it kind of ignoring the truth or something. Like it almost feels like the truth was revealed in your recent past. And that's what caused you to start to realize that something needed to be left behind. This tower moment. This tower is what made you realize that something had to not even change, like something had to be left behind. Recent past for Aquarius. Recent past for Aquarius, please. Because all is talking about you pursuing what it is that you are deserving of. And sometimes that means walking away from what doesn't serve you. Aquarius is recent past. There's the Six of Pentacles in reverse with the Empress. Here you are as the Empress. But whatever it is that you're investing in, it's not investing back at you. You're in an energy of lack. Now, we only have so much energy to give, right? You have, say, this 100% of your energy, right? Here's where it lies. And you can only give out 100%. And if you're investing in the right things, then you give back 100%. Your cup is always full. Now, if we're investing, say, in a relationship that doesn't serve you, and say you're giving out, 40% of your energy cup to this relationship, 40% of your time and your energy goes to this relationship, but this relationship doesn't reciprocate, so you only get 20% back. Well, that means you're now working with 80% of your energy, but you're still giving out more than you're receiving, right? So eventually your energy cup, it's going to drain, and you're going to get to a point where you're like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore because I cannot keep pouring from an empty cup. Because eventually, if you keep trying to pour from an empty cup, you will experience burnout. And I feel like whatever the situation is that you were investing in, it just feels like you were giving, 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 and it was not reciprocating. And it feels like this tower kind of happened where I don't know if it necessarily brought it all to light, because I feel like you're probably aware of the fact that it wasn't reciprocating. But this tower, it feels like this was like last straw kind of energy. Like something happened and you were like, I cannot do this anymore. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you did anything about it yet, right? But I do feel like something happened that made you go, this is the last straw. And now you're kind of dealing with all of the energy around, making whatever change that's needed. So recent past for Aquarius. Recent past for Aquarius, please. The Three of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. So it's interesting because I feel like there's a certain part of your life, something that is separate from what we've been talking about, that is going really well. But this isn't. And it's almost like this part of your life is making you realize that you don't have to settle for whatever it is you've been settling for. Because it's interesting, it's like you're experiencing positive changes in some aspects, but not necessarily the others. And that's what's making this, I feel like, so much more frustrating. Is because you're watching certain other aspects of your life kind of fall into place, but this just doesn't seem to align with that. Interesting. Okay. Well, then let's get more. Let's see what Aquarius is dealing with in your current energy here, Aquarius. Current energy for Aquarius. Current energy for Aquarius, please. Current energy for Aquarius. The Queen of Pentacles with the Six of Swords. See, it's like you need to move on from something. Because this is you. I feel like, as much as you're dealing with tough energy, I feel like you're actually pretty grounded right now, Aquarius. And I like that. It's like, it just feels like you're making peace with something. You're making peace with something that you know needs to happen, some change or something that needs to happen. It's like you're like wiser than you were when you first started investing in something. So I like that because you're dealing with a lot. You're going through it right now. You're feeling this intensity, you're feeling a lot of emotions, but at the same time I feel like you're handling them and you're staying as grounded as you can. Current energy for Aquarius. Current energy for Aquarius. Because yeah, there you are as the Queen of Swords and you have the Four of Swords in reverse. You're freaking burnt out. You're done. You're tired of this. You're tired of this energy, that you're tired of this lack of reciprocation. It's like no more pouring from an empty cup. You already have you to take care of. You can't take care of everybody else around you all the time. Sure, you have responsibilities and you need to give to those responsibilities and things like that, but you also need to make sure that whatever it is that you are deciding to give your time and energy to is beneficial for you. Because you got to know your worth here, Aquarius. You got to know what you're deserving of. Current energy for Aquarius. Current energy for Aquarius. It feels like you're having a hard time like asking for your needs to be met. But maybe it's because you've asked for your needs to be met, like you've asked for the raise that you deserve, or you've asked your significant other to treat you, to provide you with whatever it is that you're asking for. It's like you've asked for it, but your needs continue to not be met. And that's the biggest thing, right? If someone isn't giving you what you need in a relationship or if in any capacity, and you don't ask for it, it's not fair to get upset that they're not providing it for you. But right, but if you've asked for it, if you've clearly laid out your boundaries, if you've clearly laid out your needs and it still isn't reciprocating for you, that's a pretty big sign that whatever it is that you're investing in isn't willing or able to meet you where you deserve. And that's what this feels like. I mean, you deserve more. That's at the end of the day, that's really all you need to know, right? Aquarius is immediate future clarifying, know your worth and go for it. Aquarius is immediate future clarifying, know your worth and to go for it. This almost feels like, because you have the Five of Cups in reverse, it's like when you start to take the action, I don't know necessarily if it's away from this thing, or it just feels like when you start to choose yourself, there's no more disappointment associated with it for you, Aquarius, because I feel like you've put up with this for so long that these things moving in the direction that is that you're deserving of, that serves you, at this point it's like easier for you to choose yourself than to stay in this. That's almost what, like, the point that it gets to. Now you might have to work through some disappointment first, before you get to that point, and that's okay. That's natural, right? Change comes with grief, no matter what the case. But I just feel like there's this need to look at this from the perspective of like, okay, this very obviously isn't reciprocating for you. It's not providing you with what you deserve. It's not providing you with what you need to feel safe, loved, appreciated, whatever the case is. So what do you do about it, right? What do you need to do about it to make that the case? Have you asked for your needs to be met? Have you made it very clear what you need? And have those things continued to not provide for you? Okay, well then, next step is to, allow yourself to move forward so that you can open the door for what does serve you. Okay, sorry. Let's do immediate future for Aquarius. Immediate future for Aquarius, please. Immediate future for Aquarius, please. You're trying to build and have been trying to build on something that doesn't have this stable foundation. It's not like it's like, that song, like, I think it's called The Bones. It's like, when the bones are good, the rest doesn't matter. Like, when you have a solid foundation underneath you, it doesn't matter if like in the song it says like the paint can peel, like the glass can shatter, but it doesn't matter because basically these aren't the lyrics, but like the bones are good. It's like the structure of it is good, meaning that it's built on mutual respect, mutual trust, mutual love, reciprocity. And whatever it is that you're building, it doesn't have to be a relationship. Obviously, that song is alluding to a relationship, but it doesn't have to be a relationship. But whatever it is, it doesn't have that foundation of you putting yourself first and it being what you are deserving of for it to be stable and for it to be sustainable long term. And there's a part of you, Aquarius, and maybe a whole part of you, maybe you know this, but you know this, like you're very aware of this. It's like your recent past, you became very aware of this. There was like this last straw kind of situation, and now you're kind of dealing with this. Now it's kind of that energy of like where you go back and forth. You're like, well, it's almost like you're advocating for something that doesn't deserve you. When you start to feel like you're having to make excuses for someone or something, it's usually when you know. Please don't walk through there. Come here. All right, my dog. And she walked through there anyway. Okay. What are you doing that for? That was my bad. I called you. Can you go lay down? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Can you get up here? This is kind of, come here. You can kind of see her nose poke up right here because she's a massive animal. Hi, baby. Okay, go lay down. All right, we're going to get one more. Is my table like all kinds of messed up now? She actually didn't do that much damage. All right, immediate future here for Aquarius. She's not that big. She's like she's big. Like a 90-pound German Shepherd. She's really tall. My boyfriend calls her my horse. All right, immediate future for Aquarius. Aquarius, it's time to start standing up for your... Are you kidding me? Time to start standing up for your happiness. And maybe you have to break your heart to do that, right? Maybe you got to break your heart to do that. Maybe you've got to walk away from something that you love, right? But that doesn't love you fully. And that is the biggest, most important form of self-care. When you can love yourself more than you love someone or something else, that's when you know you're really choosing yourself. That's when you know you're really putting yourself first, is when you're able to love yourself more than you love someone else. And it hurts. It does. It hurts to leave something like that behind, but it also hurts more to stay. And I feel like you've been hurting yourself by staying in this situation that very clearly isn't making you feel happy or good about yourself. It's making you feel not happy and good. It's draining you. It's not, energizing you. It's not providing you with positive, good feeling emotions. All right, Aquarius, we're going to hop on over to the extended. I'm going to clarify these messages, get some more information, then pull an advice card for you at the end. Thank you so much, as always, for the support of my channel. I do hope that this reading resonated and helped you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Aquarius. Oh, I lied. Oh, bye.